Nicola here from Sunblockers. Today I wanted to talk to you a bit about greening up our business. It started really with Peterborough Green Up and the Save on Energy program. All of our fluorescent lighting in here, we changed out the ballasts and bulbs so they were more energy efficient. At the same time, we installed a programmable thermostat, which allowed us to lower our temperature for heat in the winter at night and cooling in the summer at night. And that resulted in a huge reduction in our gas and electric bills. I guess the next step for us was to look at other ways that we could, divert things from landfill. So now we actually ask people if they want us to recycle their shoebox. And that ensures if they're not going to use it, or if they're at a cottage, that it automatically goes into our blue box and it is actually recycled. About a year and a half ago, a bunch of Lakefield business owners started to think about the idea of bring your own bag promotion. So that kind of transitioned us into eliminating plastic bags and offering only paper bags. Now, while there was an increase in expense in that for us, what it actually did was allow us to ask people if they need a bag. 8 times out of 10, they either had their own or said they don't need a bag. So while there was an increased cost in paper bags, it actually didn't translate into an increased cost for us because many people were bringing their own bag or just simply opting not to take one. A few other things we did, now this would be pre-COVID times, is offer to recycle people's coffee cups or drinking cans. That during COVID stopped for obvious reasons, but once we're in a better position there, we'll definitely start introducing that again. And the other thing, since COVID has hit, for the safety of our employees, we don't use reusable masks. We use disposable ones so that we ensure that they're clean at the start of every shift. However, at the end of the shift, they're put into quarantine. And one of our summer students actually repurposes them and takes the elastic off the metal noseband, washes them, and then uses them to create cloth masks for people that are in need. So that's just another great way to divert a little bit of waste into something that's actually very usable. And it was especially important when it was really hard to find elastic. And if you're like me and wear glasses, this metal piece is life-saving so you don't fog up your glasses. So those are just a few things that we started to do to kind of make ourselves a little bit greener and a little more sustainable. We also did lobby our suppliers to get them to flat ship items so that a bathing suit came just as a bathing suit and it didn't have this heavy, bulky hanger attached. And what happens there is you end up with things that are in much smaller boxes. And unfortunately, these hangers aren't recyclable, so that allowed us to reuse them as well. The other thing we did was our building here is quite old. So through the Selwyn Township Community Improvement Plan program, we actually redid our front facade. And as part of that, we installed energy efficient windows and door. And our old door in the winter time, like you could just feel the cold air coming through. And now that we've replaced those through that program, it's definitely made us more energy efficient. The other little things we have done to kind of improve as well is we installed a low volume toilet. We also installed an on-demand hot water tank. So instead of having one tank in the basement that's going to have to be heated all the time when we simply wash our hands during the day, it didn't make sense. And I guess the last thing I would say, and this is a really difficult one because so many products are manufactured offshore these days, but our buying really is influenced by, can we get it locally, provincially, nationally, or even from the US? Simply by making those purchase choices, you really make a huge impact on something that could come from overseas or it can come from just down the street. So it only makes sense that that's part of our typical buying practice now. Unfortunately, it's really hard to find, but where we can, that is our practice. So in the end, I guess all of these pieces that we've put together and new practices we're very proud of, and we get customer feedback about recycling boxes and using paper bags, and it's really positive. So we feel it just leaves our customers with a good feeling, it leaves us with a great feeling, it definitely impacts our bottom line, and we're helping the environment. So moving forward, we definitely will look to explore more and more programs and adjust our business so that we continue to make a positive impact on this earth.